cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Georgia Southern's offense comes onto the field first today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. Crosses to 40. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
He'll start this drive firing. He's going to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Guys, let's chat about App State. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
It'll be 3rd and long. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Maddox. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. Touchdown, App State! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football and walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Quarterback making checks. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Cole. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off-play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Let's talk about App State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though...
Catch inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. With the catch, it's Thomas. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding.
We'll repeat the previous. This time, the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've reached a break, and Appalachian State has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. On the move, he fires. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Holds and fires complete to the right. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away.
Number 10 on to kick it away.
Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down, now looking like they may have to.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field, and you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And he takes this from inside and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady. Oh, he's got some space. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Right back to the well.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Tight end now in motion. Bringing the heat. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Castellanos. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You have a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking for space. It's Johns. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback may change this route. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Wide out trying to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Castellanos. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They were able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. Loose in the middle. Touchdown, Mountaineers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Takes a hit as he fires.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have...
There he goes. Quick step and go. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Finds a spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Let's go! This is a designed run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll try the run. Runs for the tackle. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. There's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to the Red Hawks of Miami.
Wide open downfield.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. He's going to let it go. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. There's no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Melton. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Oh, they're after him. Immediately fires to the middle. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. A first down for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Maddox. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Really nice timing on that out route there. Good anticipation by the QB, getting it out on time. And how about the receiver securing the catch, tapping the toes before he went out of bounds.
Snagged in the middle. It's Maddox. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Mountaineers have their offense in high gear. They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's Melton. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's first and 10 from the 44-yard line. He's got it down the middle. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move, it's Castellanos. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll go to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have...
Big guy tries to barrel in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
The corners are walked up tight. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on 3rd down?
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. No good. The lead is still 6 after the miss.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Going right to work up top. Caught over the middle. It's Crawford. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. The Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught near the sticks. It's Crawford. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Leaves it with the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the Eagles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes.
Interception. That's number 17 on the year. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
That's caught. It's Maddox. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he
lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Runs through a tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go right back to him. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Handoff to the single running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Mountaineers are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
on the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Good. And on the return, and this defense has set the... They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches